there was a lot of random stuff to pick from. I feel like a lot of my picks were kind of random, so good luck guessing them.
Yeah, I will try my best, because literally this is really dependent on the shops, and sometimes on your feeling of what you really want to play.
Yeah, I made a couple of calls just because I was like, oh, I haven't seen that weapon in a while. And a lot of this is experimenting. You don't really know what's going to work and what's not until you try it.
And this
First
is,
shot, here we
yes,
go.
nothing to talk about. Accelerants.
Yeah, accelerants is one of my favorite items.
Yeah, because you like accelerants, I like accelerants too. And there's nothing to pick, like better pick than accelerants. So there's no even things to compare.
Yeah. I wonder if they should do something about shops like that. Like if they were to go over Rampage again and adjust it, would they change the shops up so there wouldn't be shops like what? Who's gonna pick something? I mean, maybe if you're doing a fingers build, someone might pick the fingers, but even then, you'd want to hope that there's a fingers in a different shop where there isn't accelerants.
Yeah, so from any perspective, it's better choice because you do not know what be in the future. Oh, you see again the fingers. So aimbot, good choice if you play fingers.
Yeah.
Kineflectic, you do not use this bot Kineflectic too much, so I don't think it's your pick. I think you will pick a Bigfoot driver because this is the first run, and you probably find some cable or something like that. So I would suggest this one. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You have a good premonition there.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel like most weeks backfoot's a good call. Like most weeks I end up with under 100% power on my offhand. And you never know. But that's what I say. If I don't know, I just pick whatever item that, like, if that one pays out, it's so good, and it usually pays out. So why wouldn't you try it? Even last week when it was backfoot and seventh gear, the seventh gear seemed like it might have been the choice for a while, but I ended up picking the backfoot, even though it wasn't useful all the time. You know, there were like 4 levels where I didn't get it, and then there were like 3 levels where I did, and then I lost it, and then I got it again. So it was worth it in the end.
Yeah, definitely. It depends. So this is really interesting choice because the objects are very interesting. For me, it's obvious that it's Phantom Limb, but now I have to think grappling clamp is not really have any other heat or something because it's blue. It's just a clamp, so it's not super fancy. T-Mirror is a good choice with your accelerant, so I think you'll pick the T-Mirror because you will be reproducing the power to your left utility arm, especially then you pick something with minus 50 power. It will help to reduce damage, but get backfoot driver working. I bet T-Mirror.
I think normally that would have been the right call, but I was just feeling kind of crazy this week and just picking random stuff. So I picked the Phantom Limb. I did feel inspired by you. And I do think T-Mirror is a really good choice here, but
yeah. Yeah, okay, so for me it's definitely would be this one for the first run especially, but I know that you kind of want to play with it more, as you said, but I thought
yeah, that's the thing is I've been trying to work it into more builds because I think there are opportunities. There are certain weeks where I feel like I could have, maybe that was the secret. There are a few weeks where definitely Phantom Limb would have been better for me to take, and I had a really hard time taking it because there was something else in the shops I liked. So I'm trying to prioritize it more and see how that goes.
Yeah, definitely. But so, as I said, the builds can be really the same, like Nike and Reebok. So, for instance, this week I managed to reach around 1500 with Phantom Limb. So I lost my arm at around 1000. So I played 400.
Yeah, and you didn't have good weapons. Like normally, you really like to have blast wave weapons with the Phantom Limb, but I don't think there were any blast waves. There was only the blast nail last week, and that's not the same.
Yeah, not the same. But frankly, and saying to be honest, the best thing which I love, and it's more super deadly. It's a normal nail gun, just regular one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tricky if you do not have good kind of accompanying add-ons. So in
Yeah.
most cases, the pirate leg is like this, blast basher. It was like several weeks ago, so it's also the perfect choice. Ooh.
All right, let me see if I mouse over the fingers here because.
Yeah, I think it can be a
Oh,
choice
there we
if
go.
it's overheats, but it's level 5. So I think you're more optimistic that you figure out some overheating, because 1 week without overheating is enough. So I hope that this week will be fruitful with overheating, because it's really super kind of hard to play. In my opinion, so logically thinking, the major cable is the perfect pick, because you get the backfoot driver. You do not have Rumble Crackers is much more like, let's say, dominant thing in the future, like future-proof item. So, and I think,
Yeah, true.
I think that if you get something like Focus Blaster, for instance, and you have Rumble Crackers, so it will be super cool to have. And although Major Cable is better choice for damage right now, I would prefer, and I hope I am like making a correct decision here. So I will get Rumble Crackers to the right arm to add more power to the right arm.
Oh, interesting. So Rumble Crackers and Major Cable both are really good choices here, depending on what the builds are in the future. I'm not sure what the end is gonna be. I'm gonna play around with it and see what works. But you were right. Well, so you picked the Rumble Crackers on the right. I put it on the left. I try to get total coverage with Turbo before I start to stack Turbo because of the 50% damage reduction. So I would always put that on my left.
Sorry that I thought you picked up the T mirror, so I do not see it because you closed the physical. So yeah, I thought you took a T mirror.
That's a good. Oh, the T mirror accelerants T. That's gonna be so good.
Yes,
I can't wait to try that next time.
I'm already. I'm literally envy that you play it already, so it looks so interesting. So you picked it. Yeah. So as I said, I wanted damage for a buck right now. So this is a good pick. Like, don't get me wrong, but I would be maybe thinking of like at least hoping for the some blast weapons, because as for the audience, like blast weapons normally get 2x power by Rumble Crackers when you strike the floor. This is a super powerful.
Rumble Crackers with a blast weapon is like you're hitting the floor anyway, so it's just free turbo. It's the easiest combo for sure. As far as turbo goes, it's like puncher and accelerants, and then Rumble Crackers and a blast weapon. That's easy peasy. Those are good choices.
I see. I can literally feel how pouch punch ouch pouch punch is like ouch sorry ouch I cannot really speak it. I don't know, some sort of my
boom
language.
You're talking about boom ouch punch.
Boom ouch punch. I cannot pronounce it, I'm sorry. So I think he is like looking at these fingers and like, oh yeah, see. But this one, I thought it's also overheating. But two good fingers, it's really good. But I don't think you're like ready to settle down with some fingers which power doesn't increase physical damage. Yeah? So there's
I hate that quirk. It drives me crazy. I mean, sometimes it's really good in the offhand, but like for this, I would put this in my main hand, and having that on it just sucks on the main hand.
For utility arm it's kind of okay, but anyways, it's it looks like that it's the thing is broken, and you will feel it. So I just literally do not like to play with this type of weapons because you feel that they have some strange thing attached to them, like a curse. So, and you cannot be, satisfied with the situation. I don't know how to explain. It's just like metaphysical feeling of these quirks.
Yeah.
There is 3 good options. 3 of them super cool because Very Basher is the super one. One of my favorites to put in a basher because basher.
It's a lot of damage. 25 damage is a lot of
with
damage.
overheating. If you overheat, so it's 50. And if you bam, so you can pretty like very very easily destroy a lot of things. By the way, this week I used Very Basher with this kineflectic basher with overheating and was like destroying bots with like pressing them to the walls, so it's very powerful in conjunction.
Yeah.
There was a kineflectic with 30% of kineflective like bashing plus, so they were flying to the walls, impact like flying to walls and getting
yeah, it was fun one week where we had the add-on, the body add-on that adds impact to your bash. That was super fun because you just bash a guy and he flies and sticks into the spikes.
Yeah. Yeah, so 7th gear or boost unit. Considering the boost unit is the best possible add-on which you can get, I think you picked. You picked 7th gear because you already told me that this week you finished without it. So I think maybe you felt like a bit wanting to move a bit faster. I'll bet like to 7th gear.
No, the 7th gear was last week. I was picking between back foot and 7th gear.
Yeah.
I picked the Very Basher. You can't say no to. I just picked pure damage. I realize right now. I must have been feeling in an aggressive mood.
Yeah, good pick. Good pick.
And then I didn't use it right away? Come on. I'm still having fun with the major Cabal. Usually don't get that so early. It's a pretty unique to get that this early.
Yeah, but I think the backfoot driver was helping you to decide to pick it. Because
for sure, absolutely.
Because if you have 15 damage for 3 seconds, right, and you have additional 10 damage physical on top of it. Oh, nail gun.
What's that nail gun?
What's a nail gun? Okay, physical impact and iron nail gun. Okay, shocked. So this is really interesting. So you can pick streamline filters and wait for the best. And then you kind of thinking, oh, maybe I will get an arm with 4 slots at least, because it works for 2 add-ons. And then you have arms with 3 slots. It working just like it's 1 power up, like 50 power. It's not worth it. I would pick first run if I do not know if I'll have an arm at all. My suggestion would be to pick the iron nail gun with 30% damage to shock, because you have already a major shocking weapon.
Yeah, we're just following the theme of just picking pure damage every chance I get, I guess.
Yeah, nail gun 100%.
There's certain builds where I really like overstun, but it's another one where I only like to pick it if I know it's going to be useful.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is working perfectly with Blue Velvet. How stun lock, like blue thing, which makes whenever stunned, enemies overheated, something like that. So yeah, it's the best. Like it's like a bread and butter things. They work pretty much well together. I literally love it when it's. But it happens so rare in Rampage, some such kind of combinations.
Right. I realize something that's weird about this build right now is I have the major Cabal, right? And then my right, I've got plus 30% damage to electrified enemies, but they have invulnerability stacks. So when you hit them with the left and apply the electricity, they get the little electricity debuff, but they don't take any damage from the electricity. Like, does the plus 30% to shocked enemies take effect even though they're not taking shock damage because they still have this shocked status effect?
I think that it's okay because when they have a status of shocked status.
They have the shock status, but they don't
Yes.
have any shock damage. Yeah.
So you strike them with nail and you have additional 30%, as I believe.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
think
didn't
so.
feel like I was getting it, but I couldn't really tell. I was just kind of wailing on him. I don't know, seeing what happens. Anyway, let's see if I hover. I must hover this wrecking ball. There we go.
Physical impact. It's a good wrecking ball. Good wrecking ball.
Wrecking ball physical impact is so fun, especially if you get overheat on it. You can just knock even like jacks away.
Mm-hmm. But there's this sweet kind of leech is going on.
I mean, it's gonna be good for Boom. They got Team Mirror Leech again for Boom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But in this case, I really do not know if you pick Leech or not.
I think Leech, you need fingers to use.
Kinda, yes. You need to grab something. So it's not, yes. So it's Wrecking Ball. There's nothing. Overdrives, I don't think... I would pick Wrecking Ball and just use it. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, I haven't had a good Wrecking Ball game in a while either.
Yeah.
Although I don't think it's going to be my pick in the end for this week. I wanted it to be, but oh well. The Wrecking Ball is also really good against invulnerability because you swing it, and if you hit an enemy while they're jumping at you in the air, it knocks them away and takes their stack away and doesn't hurt you. So Nail Gun and Wrecking Ball and the blast weapons too, of course, are good against invulnerable enemies. If you don't have any of those things, they're way more of a pain to deal with.
And especially I found the invulnerable kind of these bots. So then you strike them with normal weapon, they just bite you. It's super annoying. So what I found and figured out, I don't know if you know this or thought about it. If you strike them with both arms with normal weapon and you really hit them with 2 damage, you do not get bitten.
Oh, because you need some way to move their momentum. So because the impact, the invulnerability stack absorbs not only the damage from your punch but also the momentum.
Yeah, I think it's not about momentum. I think it's about the damage stack, like in general games, like card games. So if you strike a bot, so you get like 1 damage with normal arm. So then it turns for the bot to strike you because you just not damage the bot, you damage the invul and removed it, like removed a stack. So the bot is okay, it just have no invul stack anymore, so it bites you. So this is a logic. Then you get 2 damage, so you like remove the invul stack and then you hit the bot and you do not get damage.
Yeah.
I literally spent half a year to understand that. I swear. I just I understood it like last week.
Oh yeah, so double punching a dog, if they as long as they don't have 2 stacks of invulnerability, works.
I think not. You need to strike them in the belly. So if you
you can hit them on the side.
If you're not sure, strike them in the side. Do not strike in the face.
Or side step, wait for the mouth to close, and you get another shot in there.
Yeah, but okay. So this is like a wisdom experience here going on. But let's get back to it, right? So it's level 9 already.
It is.
Oh, powerful quirk box.
We still got basic arms, though.
Yes, so arms are basic, and I hope that at level 10 it will be an arm. So Z-Bank is for fingers, you don't have ones. You have, hot stuff, there is nothing, no. I can explain why, because if you took the very basher, you're giving. We already talked about it. So you have 25 damage plus. So now you have 30 damage with your yellow basher, and then if you overhit the bot, you'll be getting like 60 damage. It's insane. So hot stuff is a pick here, definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of hot stuff.
Yeah, I would say this is like super essential thing. If you see hot stuff, like nearly 100% is the best pick. So I do not really recall.
I got tired at the end of this game, and I realize now that starting in the last round, I'm playing way too hard for how early it is. But I'm a little out of practice. I actually didn't play hardly at all last weekend because no one challenged my score, and I was working a lot, so I didn't even pick up the game in the last couple days.
Yeah, I see you kind of trying to burn all the energy in one go. So this is a good kind of shop because it makes you really shuffle things back. Power basher here, it will be insane, enormous damage, and I will literally stop. I do not pick it yet. So I know.
I'm just getting them out. I'm just getting it so you can see the mods.
33 damage. Yeah.
36.
36 plus 3. Oh yes.
Yeah, so 36. We got 36 plus 25. What is that? 60 60 oh my god, 61 damage plus the overheat. So we got 122 damage coming out.
Yeah, it's a killing machine. But it's really important to get Focus Blaster somehow and to explain to yourself that it really worth it. Because
it's a classic damage over utility question going on right now.
If I'll be me in this situation, I think I would swap the Wrecking Ball to the nail gun to the right back as it was, and pick the Focus Blaster to the left arm. So it's my bet, yeah.
That's going to be my choice in the future in this shop, I believe. I did pick the Power Basher. I was tempted by those crazy high numbers, but I definitely missed. I love Focus Blaster. I think Focus Blaster Nail is one of the strongest combos in this entire game. So in the future, I think I'm either going to take the Monsoon Capacitor. I think I'm going to probably take the Focus Blaster. I love Focus Blaster. I think is the strongest weapon in Rampage. You can see me like, oh, I wish I had a slot on my body for the Monsoon.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like, do I get rid of the Phantom Limb? Do I get rid of the... Oh, my God. This is a tough choice.
Yes, and you have a Phantom Limb too. So
I wanted those big numbers, though.
Yeah, I think I would pick the Nail to the right and the Blaster to the left.
Yeah, I think that's going to be... That sounds like the best choice so far. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of picked things a little bit atypically. The thing with Rampage though is I've learned a huge, I've learned a lot of different skills because I'm always trying to try new stuff. Like I don't want to do the same build over and over again because I want to try new stuff. And with new builds or new add-ons, you have to activate them different ways. You kind of have to use a little bit of a different technique. It's really good for learning all the basics.
So having this. Basher, you must bash the alphas.
I didn't bash at all.
You must bash him. It's too much damage not to bash.
Yeah.
Okay. So
the rammer. That's what I was trying to think of before. The rammer's fun.
Yeah, rammer. It's a green ant. You see, it's have like ant antennas, and it looks like.
I see that. Yes.
A self-activated. What is like? It's less damage or power? No. It's a curse.
Power doesn't increase or decrease base physical damage. My left arm's got 0 power though.
It's for So you'll get like but yeah. So let's think about it again. Rocket nail gun is not the thing to pick it for the first time. So if it like have overheating or something which you really need and it can be only on blunt side of the rocket nail gun, it will be totally fine to pick. But
It does not have overheat.
yeah, rammer, you cannot, you cannot put it instead of very basher or pirate, like if you dedicated to play with it. Transfer gear, we do
Right.
not discuss here in Rampage. It's just, it's
Yeah, it's no good.
it's just like useless in 99.9% and never picking it. Like even
Yeah.
so, I don't know what can be like. Then the shop forces you to pick something, and there is no other choice. Like everything to the bubble and one to the arm, so you can pick it. But it's just like it's not really a choice. The power increase or decrease, it will, yes, it's logical. So now I see it, because you can at least get 50 power to the utility arm. If you curse the nail gun, you'll get it. Yes, you'll get like 50 power, and you'll still have your backfoot driver. So yeah, I think you pick the self-activated quirks to the
Yeah, so like self-activated on a nail gun with the backfoot driver is actually tons of damage, because now you don't lose the damage from having the low power. You don't need the impact because it's a nail gun, and now I also have the damage from the major Cabal. So adding this to the left hand, my left hand does a ton of damage now.
Yeah.
I like having a strong left hand because I'm always trying to be balanced with my fighting abilities, and I notice I'm just not good having one main focus. I know a lot of people that I watch when I play this game, they punch primarily with their right hand, and they do the best when they get some crazy like 6 add-on right hands combo, but I mean that doesn't happen a lot. So playing more dynamically, being good with both arms is pretty important for getting lots of wins, I think.
I maximum agree with you. And by the way, although I love to play with one arm and make these stacks of 6 add-ons, to the pirate.
Oh yeah.
But on other hand, I really can play by 2 arms. And my recent kind of play, so and this week where I got to the top score, so I did it with 2 arms. So, but
yeah,
I had the Phantom
Limb. I see Phantom Limb as like a bonus at the end, so you just push a little bit more at the end, but not really as a primary strategy. And that's why I don't pick it with as much like I don't prioritize this quite as much as you. But you're a better one-handed fighter than me. I thought I was a pretty good one-handed fighter. You're crazy with one hand.
Thanks for a compliment here. I really trained a lot playing with one arm, especially with this radial blaster is my favorite weapon. Especially when it's 10x.
Dude, I saw this and I was like, no, KOKEKO's gonna win again. I'm not gonna win. You got Phantom Limb and you got a crit radial blaster. Come on.
Yeah, it looks like it, but it's I do not see any arm suitable for the duck, because without the duck, no power.
Oh, the minus 50 power draw.
Yes,
I didn't think about that.
It's not really working too much. There is a rerouter. I saw it like a Maracasi, or how you can Maracas, we call it.
Yeah, it was in a shop with something else that was good though. So you'll have to see if it's worth it or not.
Yeah, but we need to make some sacrifices. You have to sacrifice a king to put the checkmate.
Right.
So I don't think that this is a good pick here for you. And by the way, why your power to the left is 0%? What's draining? You created why you have 0 power?
Well, the nail gun drains 50%, and then the major Cabal also drains 50.
Yeah, but you use the quirk, and now it drains 50, and it's have to be 50%, not 0.
No, that quirk box makes it so power doesn't affect the physical damage of your weapon, but you still have all the other drawbacks from having 0%. It's just a damage thing.
Sorry, I thought it was like the weapon does not, but there is no such thing. So
yeah, there's a separate different quirk box for that.
Yeah. Sorry, I just missed. Yeah, so this is okay, 0, but now you have a better damage. Right, okay, Recursive Driver, Skullbuster is very good add-ons to strike to the face, Skullbuster. I don't see your super snipery, precise punching with your malice to the faces. So you
No.
do not show this in action. So I think
Actually,
that
you know when I used to play story mode before Rampage was a thing, Skullbuster was one of my favorite add-ons
yes,
ever. And then when Rampage came out, it's terrible because in the late game you can't control where you're hitting them half the time, and if you're doing half damage with Skullbuster, it is devastating. It's so bad here.
yeah, again, but at some points I picked the Skullbuster. I don't know why. Maybe I thinking that I'm good at smashing faces.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe it could be in a good offhand. Like if you've got
Yeah,
two good damage hands, and you want to put in your offhand specifically just for jacks, maybe then I
yeah,
could see it being good. But
yeah.
as a main hand thing, I don't like it personally.
Yeah, so I'm agree. So I wanted to edit it. So to utility arm, for instance, if you have at least a decent kind of ability to strike the face, especially
Right.
if you have another one like flashbang, which makes 60 for stun damage to the face, and so you can
Oh yeah,
combine them.
headbang is plus
Yeah,
60%
yeah,
stun damage to the face. Yeah.
yeah. You can combine them. They're working just perfectly fine. Perfectly together.
Nice.
Recursive driver to the right arm.
I don't remember what I did here. That sounds like something I'd do.
Yes, definitely.
I think that is what I did. You can
Let's
see me.
see.
I'm looking
I
at that
don't
radio
think so.
blast.
No,
Like,
no,
damn
no.
it.
Recursive drivers. It's the pick here. There is no. Yes,
Oh,
yes, like
yep.
yes. You see,
Oh yeah.
I know better what you want. So
True.
at some point. Yeah, why it's better? Just because you do not have, it's already like 10 plus level, and you do not have like a bus, triple bus, or you do not have any Goldilocks, retargeters or whatsoever, how it called, like 50
Yeah.
power add-on. You do not
You know,
have
the
any
duck and the
power.
recursive driver go really well together, though. So
Yeah.
maybe if there is an arm, those two might be an option, especially if there's an arm later. But I guess we'll see. I still only have one add-on on my right arm.
Yeah, and can you imagine if you have your firecrackers, like Rambo crackers, and you have recursive driver, and you have phantom
Oh
limb?
yeah, right. Does recursive driver benefit from turbo? I think it must, right?
I think it
Up to
does.
200.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah.
I do not have literal confirmation. I think I tried, so we can ask again, like Zif or somebody from Discord too. But so once upon a time, stop it, please. Yeah. Oh, cool headbang. It's not flashbang, it's headbang.
Oh yeah.
So
Headbang.
once I built like 2 backfoot drivers, it gave me a lot of damage, and I had like 50 power or 0 power, and I had recursive driver, and I had a lot of, and I believe I had
Turbo.
the
You have a lot of turbo.
Yeah, so it damage was like 100, a lot more than 100. So I think
Oh, so it was
works.
activating the back foot and it was giving you the recursive driver stacks. You had definitely clusterfucker, phantom limb, and maybe something else that was giving you turbo. It was insane.
Yeah, and the damage was insane. Just it was
Yeah.
like one shot, like nearly anything. It was really, so I think it works, but I can be wrong. Maybe it was just overheating plus some other things which was not so obvious, so
Right.
I think we need to really figure it out more. So I literally still do not really understand how the thing works.
Yeah, I feel like the only way to figure it out for real would either to be to look at the code, ask them to look at the details if there was someone, a dev that really cared about knowing the little variations, or going into like Sandboxer, setting up the builds and just experimenting and looking at the math. I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that at some point, but it sounds like a lot of work. I like playing the game. I like talking about the game, not necessarily studying the game, but you never know.
I love fun. I like Smash.
Yeah, I don't want to study. I'm here to smash.
Yeah, and by the way, I'm not played yet, this week, like.
Oh yeah.
So I was truly not playing until I'm watching it.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's get back to it. Electrostatics, I love more than most people, I would say. It's so versatile kind of upgrade.
It
It's
is.
it's really the good choice, in any situation. Stunt Basher here is going off the cards because it's really a good pick because it have no damage and you have a lot of damage. But if
Oh
it will
yeah, I'm
be,
a big fan of damage right now.
yeah, if Stunt Basher will be singing when it killing the enemies, I would pick it. But if not, so it's not worth it. Headbang, it's a good pick, but I think that because you have a lot of slots for add-ons and you literally can damage with you see you have like 36 stun damage to your utility arm and 30 like 28. It's a lot of stun damage, so static targeter to the right arm will be my pick. I think you picked it too. Octopus.
Interesting. I don't. Did I pick? I think I picked. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I do not blame you. It's normally the best choice, but I just thought if you created your left arm making normal stun damage like around 40 is a lot. So
Right.
you can literally octopusy the guy with 30% damage to,
Yeah. The thing with electrostatic for me is that it doesn't. It seems like it falls off pretty hard because sometimes later on enemies are really hard to stun. So you don't get the stun damage as often as you want when you really, really need it. So I kind of disincentivize that item unless. I mean, it's obviously really, really good against Jax because you can stun them instantly. But yeah, I don't know. It's like not good enough against alphas. I feel like, which depending on the week, they could be the thing you have to be more concerned about. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you absolutely have a legit statement here. So, but literally to kill Jax is the perfect solution because it's like a light version of a mag shot, So you just need to strike the face and then strike again. And I trained myself to strike Jax 2 times into the face, like straight, like you go like bam, bam, So if you manage to kind of stun him with the first kick, first punch, so you get 30% damage on the second one. So you can like free shot the Jack.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's really. Oh,
look at this shop,
man. No way.
Do you know what Turbo Shock Drive does?
Yes,
Do you remember what Turbo?
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
it's just a rare item. I don't use it a lot.
It's really rare. So it makes it at once. No, it's for any turbo, any stack of electricity. It gives more electricity, like 10 X3, I believe.
Every stack of turbo adds 10 electric damage to your punch.
Yeah. So if you have more turbo, you have more electric things. So it's a perfect. I think this thing I also had like that run too, like yeah.
Turbo Shock Drive with the Phantom Limb. That's
with the
crazy,
Phantom Limb and the firecrackers, So then you strike, you have 7 turbo, and you have 70 shock damage,
You're gonna hate my pick this shot, by the way. You're not. I don't think you're gonna guess it, and you're gonna hate it.
I think so looking at your white dress at level 14. Maybe at some point the thought into your brain, into your mind got like, do I really need a Phantom Limb? There is so much kind of better options here than that because you do not literally get any damage and you're thinking, oh, okay, so level 15 or at least at level 20, I'll get a new arm, hopefully. So I think there is a pick of 2 items. One of them is triple boss, another is clusterfucker. And you will be changing the pirate leg, definitely. And I just need to pick what you will be doing here. So because you have like 0 power on your left arm, and at least it's doing fine right now, but it have no turbo. And when the Jacks will hit it, if they will be just like, hitting half of the HP for your arm from one hit. So it's just like a reality of level 15. Or alphas, anything will just tear it off because you have 0 power. So you need to make more power to it to be more protective. And I think it's such a dilemma. It's such a hard pick.
Yeah.
Because on the other hand, so you can pick triple bus, and so you raise your power to 50% and still have benefits of back foot driver and anything. And
Mm-hmm.
and you have 150, and your punching arm will be more punchy, and you have more recursive driver damage to your arm, added, because it fits on your power. On the other hand, Clusterfucker with a lot of small enemies will give you a lot of power boost. But I don't know. It's such a hard pick. If I'll be me, I will pick triple bus because of two reasons. One, it will be making my utility arm more powerful and kind of stable. And other one, recursive driver will give me more base power to the right arm. And I will swap triple bus. But Clusterfucker is such fun, So logically, okay. So I'm doing like very long. So logically, triple bus is the best pick because it makes you really better choices. But I think the Clusterfucker is more fun. So yeah, I will pick Clusterfucker and I will swap the pirate leg. So yes, so fuck it.
So you're picking the Clusterfucker on the pirate leg.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
There's something that seems really fun about the turbo shock drive, but I don't think it's ever been effective for me yet. Maybe I'll do that someday. Try to figure it out.
Yeah, then you'll be making. Yeah. I see. Yes.
I didn't think you were gonna get that. Wow, you nailed that right away. You're like, oh, you don't like the Phantom Limit that much. I'm like, you got me.
Because I'm thinking by the circuits, the same circuits, So I thought about triple bus, and I thought, yes, okay, but it's not super fun. So I was thinking, if I'm getting here all in white, as they call it, like in a white dress, to level
what's
15,
that? What is it?
So you have your both arms white, you see, and the bubble white.
Oh,
it's a
yes,
white dress. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have like this expression. So I reached the level 17 all in white. So you even heard it. Oh, you see, you get like a damage, like to nearly half of HP to the bubble.
Look, I was mad about that when I'm like, come on.
Yes, it's so frustrating when, especially, it starts to be a bit laggy, and I believe there's such turbo monsters. You already have some frame rate drops. Yeah, it's very annoying.
I'm being a little sloppy right now, I think. I was definitely a little fast and loose. I did not feel warmed up at all. Like I said, I missed a few days. I worked a ton, so I was tired. It was my first game of the day. And yeah, I don't know. It's all right for learning the shops for sure.
Yeah, but last time we were looking at my game, I managed to get to 500 or something, and that it ended up like in 2,300,
Oh, yeah.
So, and I was dead with a red dog again or something, like very stupid, like just dog.
Do you know what the name of the red dog is? Because there's a junk dog and then there's the red dog. I don't remember what they're called though.
This is a super cool question. I think if I make my brain work really on overdrive, I can get to my memory sectors, and literally recall the name, because in the game, in normal games, so King normally call them, because he call peck moles, he calls turtles, the spiky ones he calls porcupines, junk dogs, the first, I don't know red dogs, so
are you talking about the ones with the armor for the head?
These ones, they are hounds.
Because that one's a bloodhound.
Hounds, yes, they are bloodhounds.
Yeah, hound, yeah.
Yeah, The special dogs, yes.
Look at
Oh,
this nail gun.
such a beautiful nail gun. Yeah, it's
Oh my gosh.
only lacking the X3 on it, but it's have like plus 50 stun damage. This is very good with Octopussy. This is super good with Octopussy. Like you stun.
I think I'll probably take that in the future. The
But Nail
static
Charger.
targeter.
Oh, Nail Charger. Nail Charger after that turbocharger. Oh man.
There's a lot of electric damage this this week.
But how to make it work, you know? So you have 3 slotted arms.
Yeah.
So you know that what is like. Sometimes you get these things, and I'm really, really glad that some objects are so rare. When you see them, like Nail Charger, you're thinking like, "Oh man, it's Nail Charger!" So it's so rare. But on the other hand, I want to pick it, but I do not have a capacity to, you know. So and to be realistic, sometimes the shop decisions can be really. Kind of disturbing in terms of, I want to play with this weapon, but it's not possible because it just
yeah. And Nail Charger just seems like it's kind of like a bonus weapon. It's not like there are certain add-ons and weapons that I feel like really define your build and really help you push forward. I feel like Nail Charger is one of those things where like, yeah, it's nice to have, but there's other stuff that helps. So sometimes the slot that it would go in just has to go somewhere else. It's kind of mid.
But I think that at this shop you've thought like, oh man, I just spoiled the pirate leg by clusterfucker. It did not got the triple bounce. Now I can have 2 fucking iron nail guns. But now I will have like no power at all. So
whatever. I'm okay without power.
Yeah.
Oh, but the recursive driver though would really suck with more power drain.
Yeah, so you will losing the recursive driver, and it's bad. So I think in this case, Mini Frictor is good, but you do not have any power. You do not want to put it in the right arm. To the left arm is not really a good idea because you already have another iron nail gun with the physical damage makes overheating. So this is the pick to the left utility arm.
The nail gun to the left arm?
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's the better answer. I think the only reason I picked the Mini Frictor, I'm already at 0, so the power drain doesn't matter. But
sorry.
my what?
Sorry, Nail Charger makes minus 50.
Oh, it does. Oh.
Minus 50 power. I thought it's not doing minus. Okay, well, sorry. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I didn't want to lose the quirks on the nail gun I had, but I wanted to overheat.
Yeah, but okay, so if to put it in a perspective, maybe it's a better choice. I didn't thought about it this way, actually, like, because you already have 0 power, so why the
0 power doesn't matter now.
It doesn't matter now. So it's 0 and it's it. So you cannot get minus 50 power, Yeah, so maybe, so you have your quirk, and if you change this nail gun to the other one, what benefit you get? It's only 1 slot for another add-on, but you have your damage better because you use the quirk. Yeah, so the logic is there, yeah. I understood, yeah.
Yeah, I like both the quirks on this one now, because the quirk box one, it was 0 power weapon, and power doesn't affect physical damage. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. It's a good amount of damage that you get out of that. So that and the other quirk, which was extra damage to shocked enemies, also felt really good. So I just didn't want to lose anything I had.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the way this. I mean, every week is like this. I can't wait to see the way it pans out, because now I'm like, I might actually skip the early nail gun next time I try and pick one of the later ones, but then it's going to change a whole bunch of other stuff in the build.
Definitely.
So, there's always a chance that this. It's funny, some weeks I'll pick a build just guessing the first time, and then I'll try a whole bunch of different builds because they seem like they could have been better, but just the shops line up really weird, and then I end up going back to the first build, just like refining it slightly. Sometimes weeks are like that too.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes you just try to play with a fun build, like as you did the dragon one
Oh yeah,
in the
I
video.
was having
Yeah,
a
it
ton
was
of
very
fun
fun.
with the grappling clamp. That was not the right choice. That was not gonna
Yes.
make me win that week, but I couldn't help it. I just really wanted to try it and make it work. And I had my throw. I had the grapple on my left hand and the nail on my right, which is super weird. I usually never do that, so that also made that week tough.
So you never play, or normally do not prefer to play with nail gun to the right arm, right? Right hand.
No, I've been getting a little better at it. I like to if I do a blast wave and a nail, or if I do a focus blaster,
Mm-hmm.
that I want on my left hand. So if the week's weapons are nail gun focus blaster, I'll put the nail on my right hand. But even if it's a radial blaster, I'll prefer the radial blaster on my right. So it really depends on what the other items are. But for the most part, I try to put the nail on my left. I think that's the only weapon though that I can really play pretty equally on both sides. Like the focus blaster and the radial blaster, if it's on the wrong arm, it messes me up. The fingers, I hate having fingers on my left hand because my right hand is way better at grabbing and throwing. And so I think the nail's the most universal for me though. That's definitely my weapon. Like last week was double nail. I had a blast nail on my right hand and an iron nail on my left. That was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. So I think I'm completely agree with that. It depends on what you put it, and I I I tried to play two nail guns, two blast nail guns, and it was hilarious. But in
I
this
could see
case,
that.
yes, I don't know. I put it in media. I think because it's super funny. But
Hell yeah.
in this case, this week it was impossible to get any arm. So it was like no arms, no power for those things. So it's not really
Yeah,
playable.
and the last week I've done 2 iron nails, and that feels very excessive to me. I really liked though the blast nail iron nail. I think that was my favorite blast nail setup I've ever had.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Bless because you can, utility things make with your left arm, like to stuck to hammer somebody to the floor, and
Hmm.
strategically put the blast nail somewhere you really need it when it's a
Yeah,
lot of.
and I'm behind on videos, but the one from 2 weeks ago was Oops All Blasters. I had a blast basher, a focus blaster, and a radial blaster, and then last week was like Oops All Nail Guns. Well, I had a nail gun and a blast nail, so I can't wait. I really need to make my personal videos. I've been working on these ones, but next week, this week I'm gonna try to put out 4 videos because I got 3 of my best of the weeks that I haven't published
Yeah.
yet. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, super, super cool. Okay, so another shop, another question. So, Granautic quirk box, I think it makes you move faster. So it's
Yep.
not really interesting. This one is interesting because it gives you physical damage overheating for damage distributor. It's one of my favorite items when I have a phantom limb because
Right.
it just make your crystallizing into the pirate gracefully. So you know that you will at least get an arm intact. So you have to protect the bubble.
Hmm.
But in this case, I think getting more to it. I think you picked maybe this one but it's no power, So this is not no power. So what you get, like, make less damage for overheating, and you have overheating already. And you have hot stuff, and huge damage basher, and you have a decent amount of like white left arm still. So it's not. It can be a pick if I want more damage, but somehow like 19 will be better. Um, I don't know. I don't know what you picked here. So let me think for a second. Bash dash is not an option. You cannot put it anywhere in a bubble. There's like no solution to it. Geronautic, just like not to think about Geronautic quirk box is an answer. Maybe if you be me, by the way, so I would put damage redistributor to the right arm because my power of left arm is still kind of fucked. So I think if I'll be getting damaged and then I'll eventually have one arm left, I have like hot stuff, and then I kind of can get like a minor frictor next round and rearrange. So for me, damage distributor, I think, in these circumstances. And what did you pick? I think you picked
Yeah.
Geronautic quirk box because there is no good pick, good choice which supersede anything you have already. I think it's a quirk box.
I'm just like, it's all mediocre. What do I do?
Yes, so this is all mediocre. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you see. And by the way,
I really like my favorite amount of locomotion is either to have one on my left or two on my left total and one on my right, or to have +1 is good and +1 +0 is good. Anything other than that I don't like. Like +0 you're just a little bit too slow. It's tiring to move around, but it's not so bad. So +1 on my left is my favorite, actually, I think.
Yeah. That's why normally I always put Gironaut's arm into the left slot because of this.
Yeah, exactly. Jarina arm on the left or the locomotion quirk box on the left. I really like, or just a 7th gear and no locomotion quirk box. That's pretty much my. Those are all things I like. Every other locomotion setup I have to get used to, and it never feels quite right.
Yeah, and sometimes it can just kill you, you know, because you can move super fast and start to, you know, feel uncomfortable with this speed. And sometimes
because like you just don't get +2 locomotion enough. So when I do get it, I like have to recalibrate my whole like motion scheme, and I really want it to be instinctful. So I'm not actually thinking about how I'm moving. I just want to move and hit, but now I got to think about every single movement because it's moving me more than I'm used to.
Yeah, and this is also crucial when you try to change locomotion in one game. So you played with 7th gear, and then you decided to swap it, and now you have like 0 locomotion plus. So and you just try to punch somebody, and you already not there, you know. So your sensors recalibration required, you know, to make it work.
And that's one of the reasons why I don't like the add-ons that change locomotion. There's alignment gyro, the other one that was earlier here, the one that makes +1 to one arm and +2 to the other, or -1 to one arm +2 to the other. That one is so frustrating. And also cruise control. Cruise control drives me crazy.
No, cruise control is one of the best in my opinion. So I love cruise.
Oh yeah. Are you you're good with cruise control?
Yes, I'm good with cruise control when I use the phantom limb. So it's my favorite.
Oh right, I could see that.
Yeah, because with the phantom limb, it maybe looks like it's really easy, you know, to walk and punch and do all the things with one arm, but it's not. So then you.
It only looks easy because you're good at it.
Yeah, yes. So I definitely can, you know, tell about the time really trained a lot. Like I played a lot with the one arm kind of thing. But then you play, it's super tiring to make a lot of micro adjustments of your position because it's all making with the grip button and grip punch grip. So and then you're on a cruise control, so you just, you know, like on the ice. So you go and I can punch in the face, and you know that you wanna, but you need to feel it, you know. So it's sometimes here I do not really like it in the kill box because there are some parts where you can drive in and stay there forever because if you drive into this,
Ah.
part where the people going on, there are several spikes. They're super long, and if you try to
Yes.
cruise control there, you cannot go, to the right or left. You just stuck
Yep.
near the door, and they just kill you because you cannot move from there. So it's really tricky object here. So I love cruise control on a crack zoo. Crack zoo is perfect. It's just you
Oh,
like,
that's a good
oh,
point because it's
nice.
such a big arena. Yeah.
Oh, cruise
Oh,
control.
cruise control. There we
Yes.
go.
In weight packs. How I love weight packs. Basso. Nox.
A nice level 17 buzzsaw with no blades.
Yeah. It's good. It's super cool. I think there is you need to pick something, and this something will be Nox to the right. I don't slot. Yeah, so it's not point in the basso here.
That wasn't so bad. All right. Man, I can't wait. Oh, I did pick the knocks into the right arm. You were right about that.
I do not see your stream. You stopped streaming.
Oh, you don't see my screen.
So you got this thing, yeah?
The knocks, yeah. All right, are you good now?
Yeah, I see you destroying the dowser. So I did not stop the audio file, so we are rolling.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, because our audio files will still be lined up. I'll just cut them together. It's all good.
Okay, so continue.
Yeah.
So you put the Nox to
It's
the
on.
empty
Yeah, I
slot.
put the knock on my right arm. That's probably a better add-on than I give it credit for, because there are some times if you have a lot of like armored dogs that you just can't get good hits, especially if it's a ton of fast armored dogs. It's probably actually not that a bad add-on. I think it's just it's too specific to certain enemies. I think is the only reason I don't like prioritize it more. But in a shop like this, there really is no other option there, so why not?
Yeah. And because you do not really need to sacrifice any other choices, sometimes you really have to. There is no pick, which not destroying it. It's also sometimes very
Exactly.
sad.
I had an empty slot, so
Yeah, you had. So why not to pick this knock anvil? It's just like going, because sometimes it can be annoying. Like you strike the dog and you fly to the other corner.
oh
And
yeah,
then
absolutely.
it's like continuing, to be like every second. Then you're thinking like, oh,
By the way, I just bashed a dog into the rhino's charge. It was awesome.
yeah, sorry, I missed that moment.
That's all good.
But I think I'll watch replay. Yeah, and by the way, to throw things into the charge. Oh man.
I trapped myself in a corner there. That was terrible.
Yes, so you try to bash a bit harder.
I tried to just swing as hard as I could and hit all those dogs, and there were too many of them. They like pile up a little bit, and you can't hit the back one sometimes.
Yes. Especially then there's
porcupines. We got a good setup for killing porcupines right now, though. The flail and the nail gun both are pretty good against him. But I do a lot of damage too. If I just hit them one time, good, they're usually dead.
Yeah.
And they make me nervous when they're on the spikes, though, because I'm like, which angle do I have to?
Yes. And sometimes you just like, looking at it while it's trying to stand up, and you're thinking to have like a good perspective, to strike it into the face and not damage your arm.
So on my next run, I'm going to try to do the focus blaster. The focus blaster is so good against these guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. There's the flail. That was the strength of the flail right there. I took out all those dogs as they were jumping at me.
Yeah, bam, flail. So
boom,
it's a
boom,
helicopter.
Boom. It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a helicopter.
It doesn't do enough damage though. I wish it did a little more damage. Or like overheat. Overheat impact on the flail is so good. This one has impact, but not the overheat. Oh, I got trapped by his blast wave there. Yeah, but I still got hit by his blast wave in the beginning of the charge.
Yeah, it was very close. It also sucks when it happens.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thermodynamic does extra damage to overheated enemies.
There's
a crazy turbo setup this week. I cannot. That's what I'm gonna try next. It's just max turbo. We got Depth Sys, T-Mirror, we got Clusterfucker, and the Rumble Crackers, and the Accelerants. Yeah. So right arm
arm.
Right. Yeah, no arms still.
So you see, last week it was no overheating, and this week is no arms. It's insane. Yep. Level 18. So normally people not playing to this point. It's.
Oh yeah, you're right. Most people aren't going to have any arm upgrades because it's hard enough this week. We're not going to get a lot of people in the 1000 probably.
Yeah. I think Depth Sys is not super option at this point because you have like really stable that, but it can be a pick instead of Anvil, like the Nox. A thermodynamic quirk box. You see, you tell it's 1.5 damage to the overheated enemies, right?
Yeah.
It's a good pick, by the way, to the basher because you have like a good overheating and good amount of damage, and you can even make it like even deadly, so you'll be just one shot.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but I think it's only possible to see from above, because I'm not playing, so I can have a thought like of this type of. And by the way, I like this. I call it Orc Face. This very aggressive Alpha Dog destroying weapon. So in conjunction with the blast weapon, Focus Blaster or other Radial Blaster. So it's like a Alpha destroying machine. It just kills them. Oh, I love it. I love to kill alphas very fast. So I think in this regard, maybe this hatred for alphas works, and I think thermodynamic is good for this setup. But I think in your case,
hatred for alphas quirk box.
Yeah, it's like kill alphas better, like max shot quirk box. Turbo Depth Sys maybe, and let me think for 1 second. But you have overheating on your. I think it's also possible that you there is not Turbo Depth Sys is not really super good thing to change into the left arm or rearrange the add-ons. It's not really worth it in my opinion. And you have your overheating in a utility weapon, and you quirked it 3 times or 2 times. I don't remember. So I think it's
it has 3. It came with 2. It came with 1 quirk, and I added 2 more. Was it?
No, something like
maybe
that.
Just 1.
No, you
I think it just has the 2. Yeah, it just has 2.
Yeah, but anyways, I think maybe the good pick will be to quirk it again because it's overheating and now you'll be damaging even more. So I would suggest thermodynamic quirk box to the left utility weapon.
Close. I think I thermodynamic the flail arm. Did I? Yeah.
Also, but why I just explained to audience why I would prefer not to do that to the flail, because I do not really like flail first, and the second, and why I'm talking, you have a small amount of overheating only on a basher, which is not blast basher, so it's direct, and you do not really get too much of this window of opportunity to strike with your flail. in my opinion. So it would be
Right.
maybe better pick to put in the left, but it's me.
Maybe.
I would put to the basher, man. So I would really put it to the basher.
That's actually a good idea. I didn't even think about that, but that's a pretty good idea. That basher does so much damage, so it
Yes,
could be really nuts to
it's
just do
blood.
even more. Oh, because it's a percentage too. Yeah, so you really want to put it on the higher damage thing. Yeah, that's a good call. Maybe I'll do that in the future. I think I might end up sticking with this basher. We'll see how the shops line up. I'm not totally sure because I didn't find a blast basher at all yet.
Yeah,
I mean, it
yeah.
might still be coming later on, and it might still be worth holding out for, but I don't know.
hmm
We'll see.
Like at level 25, then you have
Yeah,
2
level
HP.
25. Yeah. Uh huh. Has anyone seen? Have you seen level 25?
No, no, never.
No. I know I've gotten to 23, but I think that's it.
Maybe I got. I don't even remember. I have. I think. I don't. It's actually literally looked at the top score like 2,300. It was, I believe, level 24, but I need to check it. Maybe
Oh,
it
okay.
was 25. I don't remember if it. But normally I never see 25. You know.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah. Right. Same.
I basically rarely survive to level 20. It's really hard to do.
Just casually ripping up double jacks, by the way. Double turbo jacks.
Yeah. Yeah, casually is just nothing. Yeah, you know, we're talking about, oh, what level you've been at? Oh, but there's turbo jacks destroying, you know, in the background.
I'm kind of just fighting them. This is like classic style for me. Nail gun puncher, just going for it. I've got just like a punching regiment, like a punch, locomote, punch type of pattern where you're like strafing, punching at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And you just do there's kind of only like a few move sets that I've been doing in this run. I haven't really been varying it up too much. But I think part of that is not having played in a couple days and just not being warmed up. I'm kind of like resting on my laurels a little bit. I'd like to use the flail a little bit more, but it's only pretty good this week, and I'm probably not gonna keep using the wrecking ball. I'm probably gonna switch to like nail blaster. I'm pretty sure this is a nail blaster week, but I mean maybe double nail, but I think a blaster. I don't like having two nails. It's too much, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
nail blaster is probably where it's at. Oh, see, I lost my left arm, so I'm just swinging.
Oh
Look,
no!
I
What? Why?
I had every enemy jump at me all at once there.
You had to, yeah, you had to move.
I
And
know. I
then,
was like, the flails got me.
yes,
I'm good.
yeah. I thought you make a helicopter with the superpower, yeah. Yeah, it was so how to say, so fast, you know, because you just destroyed a lot of jacks, and we were talking like, oh, casual, okay, and then like bam, and so you see, I'm talking to the guys. It's like riding a skateboard, so you can be, you know, 100% HP on
Uh,
your arms and bubble, and then dozer strikes you and destroy your arm completely in one shot. So
oh
and
yeah.
sometimes you're like, what the, and you're like, oh, or something like that can happen, and you can just, I don't know. It's sometimes it can be even shockingly, you know, shockingly coming from nowhere. You
Oh
thought
yeah,
you,
absolutely. There was a week where I did really, really, really well. Like so I broke the record for getting 2,200 something, and I kept the record for
mm,
1 week until you beat it with the 23. But with that game, I died to like a rhino blast wave that just hit me out of nowhere. So sometimes it
yeah.
just like grabs you. And this week, I think the enemies have a lot of damage. So like I got hit by one dog and it brought my bubble down to half health. So it's gonna be one of those weeks where you have to be really careful about getting hit.
Yeah, no blast basher. It makes life harder, especially with
Oh yeah,
jacks
absolutely. Blast
and
Basher is
small.
so good against packs of jacks. Even the non-overheat version of it, is you have overheat on your hands, just a Blast Basher without the hot stuff is still really good. I think it's just straight up the best Basher just because it hits multiple guys. And that's why the Blast Wave weapons are so good, like the Focus Blaster. Just being able to disrupt multiple enemies is such a huge bonus in the late game when they're just coming at you so fast. You need anything you can get to slow them down just a little bit.
Yeah, slowing down the crucial part, because if you do not slow them down, they move in too fast and they will eventually will kill you. You know, there's no
Yeah, and it
other way.
tires you out too, like having to fight fast. You can fight lots of jacks with just like double puncher, no nail guns, no blast waves, but you have to work for it, and that tires you out. And I notice as soon as I'm gassed a little bit, I start reacting slower. I can't punch as hard. I can't punch as often. And then it just kind of all goes downhill from there. So kind of like conserving your energy with items that are defensive or slow the enemies down for as long as possible really helps maintain your own energy levels. Because I've had weeks too where I've kind of killed my chances for the week, because as soon as the game came out, I picked a shitty build on the day one, but I had a ton of energy, so I just pummeled the shit out of every enemy and just gassed myself super hard. And then the next time I was like, oh, I picked smarter items, but now I already maxed myself out on this mediocre shitty like pummel build. So yeah, I think you kind of have to. That's something I need to work on too. Where if I have an unoptimal build, like right off day one that week, I can't push myself to the limit, because if I push myself to my limit on a shitty build, I'll like ruin the whole week for myself.
Yeah, definitely. I cannot agree more with you about it. So you have to think ahead and feel about like your physical kind of state, because it's
Yeah,
really
and like staying
exhausting.
paid like this. Yeah, so today I played too hard too early too. So because I got a little bit tired, that's why I got surrounded so hard by all those guys, because I just burned myself out because I was playing a little bit too hard too early. I don't think I maxed myself out in the way I was just telling you about. So I feel like I'll play another game today, and I'll probably be fine, and tomorrow I'll be fine because I didn't go too crazy with it. But I was definitely playing it a little bit too high of a pace too early on, because I was just having fun, just wrecking some bots, you know. And obviously that's what this game really is about, you know, is like the fitness and having a good time. But also I like winning, so I'm trying to optimize my play sessions. So it's just keeping track of those things is really good, because everyone's gonna have their own little quirks within that too that you need to pay attention to. So like paying attention to your own games, seeing where you got tired, seeing where you got held up, and then just trying to make improvements in the future.
Definitely, and get water. You know, be hydrated, get a good sleep, get a good rest.
Yes.
Not drinking
Don't
too
drink too
much.
much. Drink water. Yeah, get a balanced diet. Get enough protein. Get some sleep. Yeah, all that stuff helps you.
Definitely, definitely, yes. So it's in a complex. It works like the literally like proper sports lifestyle. I would say you need to train.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I think thank you for a game. It was really enjoyable to watch, and thank you for having me again on the channel for unboxing.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. It was super fun. Again, talking about the builds. We actually made this one 10 minutes shorter. So we did a little bit, condensed it just a little bit. They end up being pretty similar. It's funny. We take like a similar amount of time every time talking the shops. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for coming. It's awesome hearing insights from you. You came up like I don't know if I would have saw the turbo build right away. But I'm really excited to try that now. So thanks for the insights, and it's always fun seeing like our different preferences and trying to guess each other's preferences too is really entertaining. So thanks again for coming on, man.
Yeah, thanks, and I'm really pleased to help you with at least some things, and I hope to see you in the next one. And
Hell yeah.
I hope to beat you, because it's the most kind of tricky part of the game is to beat like a boss.
I'm glad I gave you something to work toward. Well, I mean, if you look at the scores, the last 5 games, you have 3 wins. So the last 5 weeks, you've got 3 wins. So you're killing it lately.
Yeah, because I think I managed to get to the top of performance, I would say, and the understanding of builds and of ability to play a game. So I kind of evolved, and especially for me, it was like then I started to play with boar farms. So I think, and I wish you
Mm.
to start to play maybe more with one arm to figure out a new kind of things for you. Maybe you will be really also, evolving into some hybrid sort of new like a boss, new techniques and new thinking. And I hope to continue to these talks because it's really important to share knowledge and share experience. I like to see your work of art destroying the alpha dogs your way because I'm doing it another way, and so it's
Hell yeah.
although I'm not playing the style you play, and I do not really thinking about it. So, but some things, for instance, like the funny moment. Yeah. So I want to mention. So you remember the vase, the epic kind of object which gives you this electricity. I called it
Oh
like a
yes, the
vase.
Zeus glove.
Zeus
Yeah.
glove. Yeah. So there was another object which was like really making like you strike your arms to the floor and makes a electricity and your arms slows considerably. So
Oh yeah.
I literally thought it's the same vase, and I thought, why in the
It's
name of all sane he plays with it? So I never
uh
bothered myself to read explanation that it's a really
yeah.
really good object. So, and I'm missing out. So thank you for that. So now then I see the Zeus glove. I can I do not Zeus glove blind now, so I can kind of take it because it's super cool. So thank you for that. So you see, this type of kind of help, I would say, even each other is crucial to push the envelope further.
Hell yeah, and I want to bring more people up into the top echelon. I know that might be like if I'm trying to win, that's not the best call, but I really want people to be excited about this game and really like giving it their all cuz not only is it really good fitness, it's like it's kind of we got this, like a puzzle, so it's a good like mental exercise trying to figure out the builds, and it takes a certain level of honesty to be like I tried this different build and did it do better or didn't it? Was I just tired this day or was I more energetic? Was I more focused or was it really the build? And trying to define the line between all those things is like I think a really interesting experience for people to have. It's one of the things I like about this game is that it has multiple levels. There's a physical aspect, like the athletic aspect. There's the technique of like how do you punch, how do you rotate, and I keep coming up with new little like techniques and punches, and then also figuring out the build. So there's a really good like breadth of skills that you build in this game, and it just keeps it interesting for me for a long time. Like I'm watching this video, I'm excited. I'm like, I want to play another game. I've been playing this game every day for like over a year, and I'm right now I'm
Mhm.
excited to like go play again. So like sharing that enthusiasm, and getting more people to have more physical exercise in their lives, especially gamers. Like the
Yes.
gamers have been known to be sitting in their chairs all day every day, but guess what, that's not the case anymore. We've added physical exercise back into games, so let's get out there, let's have a good time, let's everyone be healthy, and we'll fucking like have we'll be fit and have fun and do interesting stuff with our time. Yeah.
Yeah, so I agree with that. It's super cool.
But let's I guess it's time to wrap it up. So thanks again for coming. And I hopefully I'll have some more videos this week of my solo best of the week for the last 3 weeks now that I gotta put together, and we'll be back here next week. I talked to Boom, maybe he'll come on. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, definitely. We can ask him because he's literally very active, and he asked like some advice also. So he's a person who is interested in the game and the build. So I think it's really a good idea to invite him.
All right, let's do it. Well, for now though, see you out there, guys. Thanks, KOKEKO.
Yeah, thanks, Waika, boss, and see you in the next one.
See you in the next one.